Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a tasting video of my Topher's Bitter Flush, which is an English special bitter, which I've brewed up from a recipe from this book here, which was kindly given to me by my son Corey for Father's Day. So thank you once again, Corey, if you're watching this video. So I'll just quickly hold up the recipe, so if anyone wants to pause the video and have a closer look, they can. So yeah, I've brewed, basically kept pretty true to the original recipe as far as the grain bill goes, but I have made some changes to the hops. So what we might do is I'll show you the beer and then I'll just explain my recipe and any differences that I've made. So pop that over there. So here is bit of flush just poured up from the keg. Sorry, the light's not too good in here. It's pouring with rain once again. But hopefully you can see there's some nice sort of rich sort of mahogany, what would you call that, like chestnut hues coming through. And it's holding on to a really nice looking, slightly off-white cap there. So my recipe, so yeah, the grain bill's the same, so it's 61% two-row ale malt, 28% Munich, 8% medium crystal, 3% roasted barley, just to give it a deeper, richer colour, but it's probably on the darker end of the ESB colour spectrum there. SO4 yeast, so I went for SO4. In the recipe they mentioned WLP002, so just swap that out. It's just easier for me because I'm doing smaller batches, but if obviously if you're doing full-size batches, WLP002 could be a good option. Now the main change I made was I swapped the hops out in the recipe for East Kent Goldings. In the original recipe they used Malt, Hood, Williamette and Cascade, and I couldn't get two of those three hops, so what I've done is used East Kent Goldings. Been in the keg for 5 days, 4.1%. So yeah, let's dive in and get a nose on it. I hope you guys are all going well. So straight away, as you'd expect from an English special bitter, ESB, it's a malt driven beer, so I'm getting some nice malt aromas off the top, some toast, nice little bit of sort of caramel sweetness, a little bit of fruitiness from the SO4, and then some nice floral notes just sort of in the background there from the East Kent Goldings. So yeah, it smells very nice. A couple of other things I should mention. So yeah, it's 4.1%. Now the SO4 yeast, I think I inadvertently might have mashed my beer a little high. I was sort of going for that 68, 69, but it might be closer to 70 degrees Celsius when I did the mash. So it sort of caused the vinyl gravity, and you also know with SO4 yeast it's a little bit notorious for finishing high anyway. So I finished at 1020, started at 1051, but I don't think it's a bad thing, because hopefully what it's done is it's just given the beer a little bit of extra body and maybe a little bit of extra residual sweetness. So we will find out. Cheers guys. So yeah, once again, first impressions, real nice, smooth sort of malt character. Does have a nice hit of bitterness up front, so it was just under 40 IBUs from the East Kent Goldings, which once again is probably getting up to the upper end of a ESB. But yeah, I'm getting more like dry toast. Yeah, a little bit of light. It's not super sweet sort of caramel. It's a lighter sweet caramel flavour. maybe a touch of like honey as well. Very, 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 very nice. I'm very happy with it. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of what I'm tasting at the same time. So yeah, nice upfront bitterness, but then it dries away nicely. It's got quite a dry back end, which is a little bit bizarre when you think it finished at 1020. You think it wouldn't have that dry back end. But yeah, and now I'm getting, yeah, sorry, I mentioned the floral notes on the aroma, but I'm getting that through on the flavour as well. It's got something else there I can't quite put my finger on. I guess the roasted barley is probably giving it a little edge of dryness as well. But yeah, it has really good body from that higher final gravity. Slightly creamy. Some good glass lacing as well. So very, very happy with that. I didn't really know what to expect, which, if you're brewing up a new recipe, you obviously you don't. Very, very drinkable. Whenever I have an English style beer, I always envision myself sort of sitting in a English pub, maybe next to an open fire, and this is the sort of beer that I want to be drinking. 4.1%, you could quite happily sit on a few of these, just sit them back, enjoy the warmth of the fire. And the fact that it's pouring with rain outside makes it even more conducive to this type of beer, or drinking this type of beer. So yeah, that's my tasting video. If you've got any questions or you can't see the original recipe, I'll put my tweak or what I actually brewed up in the video description. But yeah, sing out if you've got any questions. More than happy to answer any questions you have. So thanks for watching. Before we go, just a quick shout out to Roy Goddard. He sent me some more beer mail, so thank you very much for that, Roy. So he sent me a Hobgoblin clone and a Harlequin hopped wheat beer. So looking forward to trying both of those. So I'll be doing videos on those as well. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, drink great beers, and we'll catch you next time. Over and out. Cheers.